Hi, Rebecca Kahn, Transformational Life Coach here. I specialize in helping teens uncover their anxiety, their stress, their panic, and release it so they can move beyond it and become resilient and empowered to live their best life. I also help the parents and the family unit and teach them how best to parent their child so they have better relationships and they're not doing more harm than good. So, I have courses and I work one on one mainly with people, but I feel the need to help more and more and more people. And I want to let everybody know that there is help and that they can feel better. We've had some crazy times with COVID and everything else that's going on, and I'm seeing a lot of people not being able to handle it very well. So, what I've done is I've taken my course and I've expanded it over time so we can kind of go through this over the year and get to know your brain a little bit more, get to know what you can control a little bit more, empower yourself. It's pretty much my course, kind of in little bite sized nuggets, not the whole meal, not the whole wonderful experience, but it's just little nuggets. And I'm going to be coming at you on Facebook and on YouTube every Friday. So take a look. And then I'm also wanting to ask for your help. Before I go into what we're going to talk about, I'm wanting to ask your help. So we know that people are struggling. And even though people are really good at hiding it from others, they are struggling. And I feel like some information that I'm going to be sharing will help immensely. So I'm asking you if you could please share this with anybody that you are in contact with. I have made it a personal goal to personally coach one on one through Zooms, through FaceTimes, 50 families by July. By July. 50 individual family units by July to release the anxiety, to help them live a better life, to help them understand their brain a little bit more, to manage their minds. I also want to impact 1,000 more, not quite personally coaching, but through this, through the knowledge that I've learned. Okay, it's free content. It's valuable. I wish I had it when I was growing up. And I wish I had it when we were going through some devastating times with a child that had anxiety and we didn't know where to turn. We thought, boy, it was a really rough time. We thought we were going to lose our minds. And she didn't know what was going on with her. And you know what? If we knew now, if we knew back then what I know now, this would have been cleared up like that. Instead, it took years and a lot of money to understand what was going on with her brain. And it wasn't until I dove in and really understood what was happening, even in the last couple years of neuroplasticity and all of this, all the research that we've done now. We know so much more. So I want to share that with you so you do not have to go through what we went through. Okay, so can you share? Can you help me reach 1,000? That would be so incredible. By July, 1,000 people learning about their brains and learning how to manage their minds. It's better than the best college education that you can get. In fact, I've had parents tell me, and the parents have told me, working with you has saved our child. Working with you is better than any SAT course that you can possibly have, because once you have this information, it's easier to learn the SATs. It's easier to learn what you need to know. You're more motivated. You're more resilient. You don't let you don't let things bother you as much. So anyway, okay, I get really excited about this. So sorry about that. So here's what we're going to do for the whole year of 2021. We're going to go through this and these little nuggets that are going to help you manage your life and manage your mind. So in January, we're going to talk about strengths. So starting next week, we're going to talk about your character strengths, because if we understand how amazing we are right now, we actually have a better chance at getting what we want. Back in the day, we used to shame ourselves into losing weight or shame ourselves into doing better for a test. Oh, you're such a loser. Why did you eat that pie? We beat ourselves up. And then you know what that does? It just spirals us around to beating ourselves up. And then we want to eat more, or we want to, beat ourselves up some more. And then or procrastinate or do whatever. So we're going to start with the strengths. We're going to find your individual strengths and we're going to work off those. February, we're going to talk specifically about anxiety, panic, stress, depression, overwhelm. We're going to find out what is going on in your mind and why it's there, and we're going to understand it a little bit more. March, we're going to talk about, isn't that funny? I just completely, automatic negative thoughts. I'm looking at that word going, ants. I know what that means. You ever get that way? March, automatic negative thoughts, what I like to call the inner mean girl and the inner mean guy that are talking all the time in our minds. So we're going to talk about that. April, we're going to talk about what you want instead. So we're not quite satisfied with what we have now. We're struggling. It doesn't feel great. We're maybe beating ourselves up an awful lot. We're not getting what we want. What do you want instead? So we're going to look at our intentions and find that out. We're going to go future focus. It's going to be so much fun. May, we're going to talk about mind-body connection. So mind-body connection, it's so funny. I've been in the personal training world and weight loss and all that kind of stuff for so long. And back in the day, almost 25 years ago, back in the day, it was you are a spinning instructor, you are a weightlifter, you are a yogi. And they didn't even have the body together. It's just movement. It's movement. What is the best way for your body to move? And by learning all of that, I kind of had a better overview of movement. Now, what we know is that our body and mind are all one. It's like how do you tell a drop of water apart in a container? You don't. It's all the same. So anyway, that's what we're going to talk about in May. In June, we're going to explore this really great tool that I use when I coach my clients. It's called The Model by Brooke Castillo. And it's really powerful to kind of get you the results that you want. July, we're going to talk about growth mindset and resilience. My teens love this. This is what empowers them going forward. Once they release the anxiety, growth mindset and resilience, we all need that. August, relationships and boundaries. Guess what? We're not living in a bubble of just ourselves. And once we know all of this stuff, it's so much easier creating boundaries. It's so much easier handling your relationships. It's really, really cool. September, how to be your best coach. So that mind that you have and that inner mean guy, that might actually turn out to be your best coach. And I'm going to teach you how to do that a little bit. This October, we're going to kind of dive into nutrition, sleep, movement, exercise, some things that really help nourish your body, mind, your humanness. November, we're going to talk about mindfulness and meditation. It is fascinating. I love it. And December, we're going to savor and we're going to celebrate what work you've put in, the investment that you put in to have a better life for yourself. So all this stuff is what I do when I do my course, when I do my coaching. It's all kind of combined together to create a fabulous experience and a transformational experience for my clients. But you get to get a little nugget of this every single month. And please share this. People need to know this. We weren't given it a user manual. Like, okay, here's how your brain works. Here's how to succeed. No, we weren't given that. And things have changed over the past 25 years, even in what we know about how we do things and how the unconscious, subconscious mind is doing things. But we need to know this. We can't just keep beating ourselves up and expecting things to change. It's not going to happen. So please help me. Again, I want to personally coach 50 families. So I need your help in finding those families that are struggling. Please guide them to me. Good energy, right? Guide them. They'll find, right? They'll find there is help. They will find help. We will make it better. And then between now and July too, impacting 1,000 people with free, valuable content. Okay? What can you do to help somebody else? This is what you can do to help somebody else. Guide them to this information, guide them to me, guide them to their own transformation, their own feeling better. Okay? Let me know what I can do for you. rkcoach.com. Rebecca@rkcoach.com is my email. Shoot me an email. Send me a text, 412-605-9417. I get back to people. I am here doing what I do because of what I've experienced in the past. I don't want anybody to have to go through this. You can be better. You can get better. You're not broke. Your loved one isn't broke. Your friends who are struggling behind their closed doors, they're not broke either. Let's help them. All right. Namaste.